It's Wednesday, Greg. Nice cup of tea.
Be better out one of them mugs there, which will be for sale soon.
Very soon. Today, Greg, we're talking about 5 American things that baffle us Brits. So right off the bat, Greg, I'm going to hit you with dates the wrong way round.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you see it written down.
Yeah, we put day, month, year.
For instance, my birthday, 19th of the 8th, 80. That's how it should be done.
Yes.
That's...
No, our American friends do it differently, don't you? You put month, day,
year.
So, your birthday would be
8th, 19, 80.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really hard for us to.
Yeah, I wonder why
to compute, isn't it?
Do we do it wrong?
I don't know who does it wrong. Perhaps
Can't be us.
I
You are.
should put in a test card, and we should actually do a little bit of research about this.
What now?
Yeah.
Oh, all right then. Q. What's it called?
Test card.
Test card. Test.
Right. So 3 hours later, I've done some research. There's lots of different theories, but basically, nobody knows. If you know...
It's a good job we're here.
I know. Please, leave a comment in the comments section of the video. That's down there, Greg. And let us know why you think that you, our American friends, write the date differently to us. Any comments yet?
There's just loads of pictures down there from the Wall of Fame.
All right. However, from my research, I can see that Americans are the only people who write the date that way round. There are various different formats of writing the date around the world, but our American friends are the only ones who write the day that way round. But they don't always say it that way round. For example, our American friends celebrate 4th of July. Whereas if they said that the same way that they write it, it would be celebrating July 4th. It doesn't have the same ring, does it?
They do say July 4th though as well.
Yeah, but not when they're celebrating, not when they have 4th of July celebrations.
I mean, it's top class entertainment.
This is brilliant, isn't it, Greg?
It really is.
Really interesting. Shall we move on to the next one
I think
that's
we better.
confusing us and everyone else?
For you.
Here's one
not yet.
that baffles us Brits, Greg. American plug sockets don't have switches on them.
They don't, do they? No. Oh my god!
How do you turn things off?
I didn't know
Unplug
that.
it, I suppose. But
I electrocuted myself the other day because I didn't switch it off.
it's a cool story.
No, it is.
You're all right.
My whole side went funny, honestly. But that's the reason I'm saying that is because you just said I should have just switched it off, whereas the Americans had to unplug it, wouldn't they?
Does it spark every time you unplug it? Because like if you leave our switches on, sometimes when you pull a plug out and you don't do it fast enough, sometimes sparks.
They do in here. I mean, this studio is on its last legs, isn't it?
Let's not hope we don't have a health and safety audit anytime soon. But how'd you get on? I don't suppose you've known any different. Does it seem really strange to you that we have switches to turn our plugs off?
That's really odd, isn't it?
All of our plug sockets have a switch on them to turn them on and off without...
Except extension leads.
What?
Because they're not a socket, are they? Really?
Well, no, there's something you plug into the socket, so you can still turn the extension lead off by pressing the switch at the socket.
You're pointing over there, no one can see.
No, but there's a plug socket there.
Has it got a switch on?
An overloaded plug socket.
And there's some down here.
Yeah, some over there. But anyway, you should see our electric bill.
It's not Saturday, is it?
Oh, it's not now. Don't know how that's happened, because it was on that one.
There you go.
Thanks very much. So, do you know why we have switches and you don't? Let us know in the comments below. Now, we might have touched on this before, but something that baffles me, Greg, being a Brit, about our American friends, is that college sports are way more popular than professional sports.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, it's like, let me give you an analogy. An analogy. Somebody put in the comments the other day, you two just seem drunk in this episode. We never touch a drop.
It was 10:30 in the morning. Oh yeah, we've gone straight through, haven't we?
Yeah. So,
So,
It's like somebody playing football, that's soccer
more gin.
to you, somebody playing football at sixth form college, and that league being more popular than the Premier League. That's what the analogy is.
Right.
So in America, college football and college basketball are bigger than the pro leagues in terms of popularity.
I don't believe that at all.
Well, it's true.
Well, how is... So you're telling me some random college in America is more popular than Orlando Magic?
Yeah, apparently so. And that's why scholarships are so highly sought after, and especially at the bigger colleges who have the bigger teams. People want to get their scholarships to that team, and they'll do anything. We've seen loads of movies about that, haven't we? Where they try and get the best sports scholarship at the best school. And I'm sure it's all true because it's in the movies.
Teen Wolf.
What?
Doesn't he try and get a basketball thing?
Not a scholarship, no, but he does play basketball, you're right.
I knew I was halfway there.
So, if anybody can explain the reason why college sports are more popular than pro sports to us, please feel free to do so.
I think I know why.
Why?
Because the country is so vast that there's lots of sports opportunities over there to make a career out of, whereas in our country it's very small.
That's a very sensible theory, Greg. Are you alright?
Nice tipple in the morning.
Now here's one that baffles me, Greg, but I think you know the answer to this.
Michael Jackson?
No. I don't understand when we see promos and things for TV shows in America and they tell you what time it's going to be on. It says something like Thursdays 8/7C. Whereas in this country it'll just say Thursday 7:30.
BBC One.
What does that 8/7C
Well,
mean?
isn't it to do with the time zones? Because in our country, well,
We have one time zone.
the whole of Britain is the same time, isn't it? All the time.
GMT.
GMTV, isn't that?
No, Greenwich
That's-
Meridian time.
That's the time, but don't they have different times in America? Like you could be in, say, New York, and then California is a different time altogether.
But what does the C stand for? Is that Central?
Central.
Time zone.
So 8/7 Central, maybe New York are behind California in
But
time.
then if you live in New York, do you have to figure it out yourself what time it's on based on the 8/7 Central?
No, because you just look at your watch.
Yeah, no, but it's saying that it's on at... Is it saying it's on at 8 o'clock Central Time?
Yeah, but you'll know where you are.
Yes, but if I see an advert that says 8/7 Central Time,
Well, if
and I
it's-
don't live in the central area, and I live in a different time zone, have I got to figure it out for myself what time it's on in my time zone?
I think you're thinking way too much into this.
I'm not.
Just press record and hope for the best.
Or, I'm sure there are localised listings like we have, but I just have different times.
You'll know where you are. We know our country's time is the same everywhere. The Americans will know what time is.
Yeah, but you're not getting me, are you, Greg?
I'm not getting you because I don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about yourself.
If I am advertising that something is on at 8 o'clock Central Time, but say I'm in New York, and I don't know what the time difference is, but saying it's a 2-hour difference, yeah?
Well, it won't because it's 8/7 Central, isn't it?
Yeah, which is the central time zone, but in New York, it's +2.
What are you talking about?
Greg doesn't get it, everybody. Please explain it to him.
I don't want to know.
Probably getting it.
I don't want to know. Look, it's 10-1. End of story. That's it. That's all I need to know.
I'm really confused.
Well, sums you up as a whole, that doesn't it?
Right, Greg, I've saved this one for last, because this is something that I've recently just found out today, and that's kind of inspired this episode today. I'm going to blow your mind. Americans, that's our American friends who watch our show, don't have egg cups.
I mean, whatever.
Apparently it's not a thing. In America, you don't apparently do eggs and soldiers.
They don't dip.
Don't dip. Now, if you don't do that, you will have no clue what we're talking about.
Oh, yeah, but if you don't, you've got to try it.
So I will put a picture on, which will be fairly self-explanatory. There you go. There's the picture. So, the egg is a hard-boiled egg, or soft-boiled if you like the yolk runny.
You've got to have it runny with
Well,
it dipping.
we like it runny.
Yeah, but if you dip in, you've got to.
And the soldiers,
Soldiers?
piece of toast,
The soldiers are a piece of toast.
Look how big that piece of toast is.
That's a loaf.
That is chopped up into thin strips that will fit inside your egg for dipping in. They're soldiers. Eggs and soldiers.
It's fantastic.
It's traditionally a breakfast thing.
I have to say,
my
the egg
kids
cup
have it.
things have disappeared a lot recently.
We've got egg cups in our house.
Yeah, but you're very 1940s, aren't
So,
you?
but what do you put your egg in then if you have toast and soldiers? Not toast and soldiers. If you have egg and soldiers, what do you put your egg in?
Well, to be honest, I'm 37. I haven't had toast and soldiers for about 20 years.
What are you missing out, Greg?
I may do soon, you know. Might have to. But no, I can't believe no one knows about that.
Let us know if that's true or not, because if it's true, that blows my mind that you don't have egg cups or know about eggs and soldiers. If it's not true, which I suspect might be true, then that's fine. Are you alright, Greg?
You're killing me today, Jason.
That's it, though. That's all the things I've got that baffle us Brits.
Well, no, there's plenty more, but we've just got to condense it down, haven't
Yeah,
we?
we do a few every month, don't we?
We basically do when we're struggling for ideas, don't we?
Let's move on to some facts.
Facts.
What's this section, Greg?
This is,
For you facts.
It doesn't make a difference that you said it the different way around.
it does.
Doesn't.
Because it won't sound right, will it? Saying,
Facts for you.
Here we go. This is facts for you. What's your fact, Greg?
my fact today, Jason, is very interesting.
Go on then.
Did you know, Jason, that America, no, New York actually, which is in America, I don't know whether you knew
This is
that.
a very America-centric episode today, isn't it?
Centric. What's that mean?
Centred around America.
Just say that then. New York, it says here in my vast, massive catalogue of facts, Jason, it says New York moves further away from London an inch every single year.
Wow.
I mean, who's measuring?
And what a job that must be. Oh, time to measure again.
Another year.
Right, I'll hold this end. Off
Very
you go.
good. That's a hell of a tape measure, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, so they're getting further away from us.
that's a shame.
I said then, they're getting further away from us. What's happening to me? I am Chris Eubank.
We haven't touched a drop. Research has shown... Oh, this is my fact, by the way. Research has shown
Research has shown.
that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson solves his problems with violence in 96% of his movies. That's not a very good message to be sending out to the youth of today, is it?
Not really.
I'm a bit concerned about that, Greg. I'm going to ring him later.
Can you smell?
What The Rock is cooking.
Yes. I didn't think you'd know that one, Jason.
Of course
Yeah,
I know
but you're
that.
not very cool, are you? You're not very down with the kids like I am.
The very fact that you've said down with the kids, Greg, makes me know that you're not.
Everyone knows how cool I am. That's what you're doing now.
Savage.
So, what did my wife say the other day? She said we wanted to get some details on it, and she said, "Hey, Greg, get the deets."
I think she made that up.
No, it's true. So, Jason, tell us the deets on the next section.
That was facts for you.
Lots of deets in that, wasn't there?
Savage. It's just occurred to me, Greg, that we didn't do an episode last Wednesday, did we?
No, we didn't, because you
Because
were.
we were in different parts of the country and couldn't do it.
You weren't. You couldn't be bothered.
So, nobody knows who the mystery voice was.
Well,
apart
you
from
say
those people.
Yeah, apart from nearly everybody. I
got
can't
it right.
believe this, right? Like, didn't we put this together? We both said they'll never ever get this one. This will be the hardest one that we've ever done.
A couple of people cheated.
Did they?
Yeah, they typed into Google.
How'd you do that? I don't mean type into Google. How'd you know that though?
They typed in interview that baby peed on me, and it came up with the interview that we've used to take the clip
Oh, well, that's ridiculous.
from. So, there you go. I mean,
Play it then.
cheaters never prosper, do they, Greg?
I don't know. They always do better than us, don't they?
But, here it is. Here's the mystery voice.
That's real pee on me.
That's real pee on me.
I have to say this though. My wife got this right. And
Without Googling.
she's never seen that interview or anything.
Well, maybe we just don't.
I did give her a bit of a clue, though. Do you want to hear the clue?
Yeah.
See if you didn't know this. The clue was, it was from a film with a baby in it.
That might have helped a bit.
Do you think?
Yeah.
The fact that it's her favourite film ever as well.
So,
So,
the answer is Tom Selleck, and he was talking about the cover of Three Men and a Baby.
and there is actual wee on his shoulder.
It's actually on his...
There is actually wee on his...
and apparently Annie Leibovitz, who was taking the photo, the baby peed on him, and she said, don't move, and took the photo, and that's what became the cover of the video.
So it's Tom Selleck covered in wee? Wee?
We thought that would be quite hard, but it wasn't, was it?
No? Clearly not.
Join us next week for another mystery voice. That's the end of today's Tea and Toast Extra, Greg. Coming up on Saturday, we'll have some more shout-outs. Tell them how they can get a shout-out, Greg.
Just email.
Get the email address out, Greg. Stop being lazy. If you would like a shout-out, send us an email to tnt@totgu.com.
It does not have to be in capitals. Say it again, Jason.
That's tnt@totgu.com.
Do you think we need a new sign?
No, I think it's lovely, Greg.
Do you think so?
No.
I think we should get a new one.
If
We need
you
a new one that can do this week.
If you would like a chance of having your picture on the Wall of Fame for a week, you can put that down now.
I can, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna.
Send us a picture with your email and you could get a shout out. But we only do shout outs on a Saturday, and the only way to get a shout out is via email.
Shout out.
Thank you very much for watching today's show. We'll be back on
The next episode.
Friday with the scoop. We'll see you then.